2/3 scoreless innings, allowing just 3 hits in a win. That's your pitching matchup, and that'll do it for Guardians warm-up. Stay tuned. Starting lineups and first pitch come your way next.
The Guardians Warm-Up Show has been brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. When defying the odds is your aim, the right care can change everything. By Progressive. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. By Bet365, where winning is everything.
Copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Cleveland Guardians Baseball Company and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without expressed written consent of the Cleveland Guardians.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive Pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates to third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Recently, our company's softball team lost a big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win. Like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Ford is here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you value what we value. Now offering employee pricing. American value for American values. Go to Ford.com or your local Ford dealer for more information.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
And here we go again.
We're going young. This is a young team.
We're not that inexperienced anymore.
A team that cares about small things.
That's Guards ball. It's a winning recipe. This group is tough.
The grit, the determination.
And we're going to see how far we can go. The ultimate goal is to win the World Series. We just got to get better day in and day out.
Find a way to win every day.
Being smart and aggressive at the same time wins ball games.
Hoping for another great summer in Cleveland.
Enjoy the game, folks. Cleveland Guardians Baseball is brought to you by Cleveland Clinic. When defying the odds is your aim, the right care can change everything. By Progressive. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. By Dollar Bank, proud banking partner of the Cleveland Guardians. By Marathon. Join Marathon Rewards today and start earning on every fill-up.
Good afternoon once again, everyone. Welcome back. Tigers meeting in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Time now for the starting lineups. For Detroit and manager A.J. Hinch. Leading things off, Gleyber Torres, the second baseman. Kevin McGonigal at shortstop will bat second. Matt Vierling, the center fielder, hits third, with Dylan Dingler doing the catching, batting cleanup. Riley Green in left field will hit fifth. Jahmai Jones, the designated hitter, bats sixth. Spencer Torkelson at first base will bat seventh. Winsell Perez is in right field hitting eighth. And Hao Yu Lee is the third baseman, batting ninth. On the mound, it's lefty Tarek Skubal. Now for the Guardians and manager Stephen Vogt leading things off. Angel Martinez, the left fielder. Jose Ramirez at third base, bats second. Chase DeLauder, the right fielder, hits third, with Rhys Hoskins, the first baseman, batting cleanup. David Fry, the designated hitter, bats fifth. Travis Bazana at second base will hit sixth. Stuart Fairchild is the center fielder, batting seventh. Austin Hedges will do the catching and hit eighth. And Brian Rocchio at shortstop bats ninth, with Joey Cantillo on the mound today for the Guardians. Those are your starting lineups. Now stay tuned. When we return, Tom Hamilton has today's first pitch on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
From Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, it is game number 72, as today the Cleveland Guardians this weekend 3-game series. Hi again, everybody. Tom Hamilton with you from the shores of Lake Erie, along with Jim Rosenhaus and Brian Motze. It's another warm summer day with humidity in the air and a warm breeze blowing out toward right field. My goodness, the ball, if anybody can put it in play today, is going to be jumping out of this ballpark if you put a good swing on it. This is one of those days where Progressive Field will play very, very small. And the Tigers certainly in the month of June have been as good as any team in baseball when it comes to leaving the yard. And yes, they hit 2 solo home runs last night, but what made Tanner Bybee's outing so impressive is how well he kept the Tiger Ball Club in check all night long, holding them to just 2 runs when they had been averaging 7 runs a game in the month of June. That is the assignment for Joey Cantillo. try to keep Cleveland in this game early like Tanner Bybee did last night. And it becomes even more imperative when you talk about the assignment for Joey Cantillo because it's Tarek Skubal on the mound. Yes, the guy that had arthroscopic elbow surgery is back 38 days after he had the surgery. Think of that, folks. 38 days since Tarek Skubal had that arthroscopic surgery to remove a bone chip from his elbow, and he is back on the mound here today. And the game is better when people like Tarek Skubal and Aaron Judge and some of the other superstars that are a part of this great game that have been injured, and when they're back healthy and playing, that's again what makes this the best game in all of sports. And it's just good to see that Tarek Skubal is back on the mound here today. And quite frankly, no matter who you talk to, nobody really knows what to expect from Tarek Skubal today. And I bet you could ask Tarek Skubal the same question, and he probably would come up with the same answer. You just never know, no matter how non-obtrusive or invasive the surgery was or wasn't, just what to expect. But we're about to find out here in the coming minutes. Meanwhile, Joey Cantillo is very capable of dominating. He has been dominant when facing these Detroit Tigers. Can it continue today? Cleveland comes in 38-33. Second place in the Central, half game behind the rampaging White Sox. Detroit 29-41. Fourth place in the division, 9 games out. The umpiring crew today, Doug Eddings. The crew chief behind the plate, Mike Malinsky at first. Emil Jimenez at second. Gabe Morales at third. 325 down the lines, 370 to left center, 375 to right center, 400 to dead center. The 19-foot wall from the left field corner to center, and then the wall is 9 feet high from center to the right field corner. And again, this is a great day to be a hitter. The one downside to being a hitter today at Progressive Field, a lack of cloud cover, and so shadows are certainly going to be a factor as we proceed throughout the day. Joey Cantillo, 26 years of age, 6'4", 220. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. He had a good outing against Detroit back on May 21st. Shut them out over 5 2/3. This will be his 4th career outing against the Tigers. He's only given up 1 career run against Detroit, covering 11 2/3 innings. Gleyber Torres will lead it off against the big lefty who does not use the windup and works from the set position, third base side of the rubber. Torres, right-handed hitter at second. Cantillo's first offering, swung on, hit a ton. Deep right center field, racing back and making a jump as DeLauder can't catch it. Ball bangs off the wall, and into second is Torres, and DeLauder is limping. DeLauder racing back towards the wall in right center, gave it a jump on a dead sprint and couldn't get to it. The ball then would eventually get beyond DeLauder and hit the track, and DeLauder slammed into the wall. He is still limping slightly, but the good news is it seems to be like he's okay. But Gleyber Torres with his 6th double, and that ball gave you an idea how well it's going to carry that one to right center. And the Torres double has Detroit threatening in inning number 1. 1 pitch in. Kevin McGonigal hits the first pitch, a broken bat roller to first. Underhand flip by Hoskins to the pitcher Cantillo for the out, but a productive out for McGonigal. He gets Torres over to third. And Tigers people were saying today, yes, Detroit's hitting for a lot of power, scoring a lot of runs. They need to do more of what we just saw. Get a runner over with less than 2 outs to third. McGonigal did it. Now the infield drawn in for the center fielder today, the right-handed hitting Matt Vierling. 7 right-handed bats in the lineup to face Cantillo. Runner at third, 1 out, no score, first inning. And the pitch from Joey Cantillo. And it's down and in, curveball. Well, you're seeing Detroit swing at the first pitch of the at-bat by the first 2 hitters, not Vierling, because that pitch was in the dirt. And Cantillo has had a ton of trouble all year long with the first pitch of any at-bat. The pitch, and he went off speed, a called strike on the changeup. This year, opponents are batting .560 against Joey Cantillo on the first pitch of an at-bat. .560. Now the set, now the 1-1. A swing and a miss. He chased a curveball in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Boy, would Cantillo love the strikeout here, and he does get 8 strikeouts and 3 walks per 9 innings. He's only going 5 innings to start. This is start number 15. A record of 4-3 for Joey Cantillo, an earned run average of .457. Vierling a long time before he climbs back in. Cantillo's ready. Runner at third, infield in, the 1-2 pitch. High, ball 2, 2-2. Vierling batting .205, 4 homers, 23 RBIs. Missed most of last year. He only played in 31 games. He had an oblique injury, he had a shoulder issue. Now the pitch, and he tops one toward third. Ramirez holds the runner, throws Vierling out. Huge out for Joey Cantillo. A weak hopper to third. No chance for Torres to go anywhere. 2 down. Now, as tough a time as Cantillo has had with the first pitch in any at-bat, he's about as good as it gets in all of baseball with men in scoring position. He's at his best when he's in trouble. Here is cleanup hitter, catcher Dylan Dingler. The pitch, and it's down and in, ball 1. This year, Cantillo has a .161 batting average against him with men in scoring position. Absolutely phenomenal. Runner at third, 2 down, no score. Dingler rifles one into right, RBI single, and the Tigers have a 1-0 lead. And Dylan Dingler, Detroit's most dangerous hitter, now has 50 RBIs, third most in the American League. And he shot that one the other way. And Dylan Dingler has put Detroit on top 1-0. Angel Martinez in left, Stuart Fairchild in center, Chase DeLauder in right. Rhys Hoskins at first, Travis Bazzana at second, Brian Rocchio at short, Jose Ramirez at third, Austin Hedges catching. First pitch in there, a called strike on a fastball. Another left-handed batter, Riley Green, 5th in the American League in batting at .298, 8 homers, 33 RBIs. The set, the pitch. And it's swung on, line to right center. Another base hit. Dingler makes the turn. He'll motor to third. And that's 3 hits already of Joey Cantillo in the first inning. And this is continuing a trend. His last outing last weekend in Texas, he gave up 7 runs in 5 innings, allowed 3 home runs. Cantillo in his last 3 starts has allowed 5 home runs, and in the last 3 starts has an earned run average of 12.27. Here's Jahmai Jones, the DH, right-handed batter. The pitch, and it's high, ball 1. Well, and again, with Tarek Skubal on the hill, even though he's coming off surgery, you can't get very much further behind. The 1-0, inside 2-0. Jahmai Jones batting .139, a couple of homers, 7 RBIs. Now the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul tip, 2-1. If you missed the manager's show, Stephen Vogt said that they have really harped on just attack, attack, attack. Trust your stuff, Joey, and don't try to be perfect, but just let it go. Now the 2-1 pitch. And it's swung on, bang toward third. Charged by Ramirez. Backhanded grab. Throw across the body. Got him at first. Well, Jose Ramirez, that improved arm strength came into play there, or the Tigers have a base hit and another run. Detroit 1, Cleveland coming to bat.
Hey, Sport dominate. But remember, when the offseason comes, you can still channel your team spirit with a fresh coat of color. Ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make every day feel like game day with over 1,700 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood store today.
Hey Guardians fans, are you thinking of consolidating your debt with a home equity loan? With the average homeowner having over $200,000 of home equity, hit it out of the park with Union Home Mortgage, the official mortgage partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229.
Let's talk NOPEC. NOPEC uses the bulk buying power of nearly 1 million customers in over 250 Ohio communities to negotiate competitive electric and natural gas rates. They also work behind the scenes, challenging utility rate increases and fighting for consumer-friendly energy policies. For more than 25 years, NOPEC has been working to keep your energy bills affordable. Learn more at nopec.org or by calling NOPEC's 24/7 Customer Care Center.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Tarek Skubal's first pitch is swung on, fouled off the leg of Angel Martinez, and he is down in a heap. Tarek Skubal coming halfway towards home plate to see how Martinez is, and he is not getting up. He is just now getting to his feet as Angel Martinez, with a foul ball on the first pitch from Tarek Skubal, and now he has taken a seat. And he is in a great deal of agony as the outstanding training staff, headed by Jeff Desjardins, Chad Wolf, and Bobby Ruiz. This time it's Chad Wolf checking on the left foot of Angel Martinez. As Tarek Skubal's first pitch in 45 days, and Martinez fouled it right off that left foot. And we'll see if he can even continue. He is now helped to his feet. 1-0 Detroit, as we'll see about Angel Martinez. Martinez had a double last night, leading off tonight, or actually this afternoon, because of a left-hander on the mound. Travis Bazzana dropped to the 6th hole. Tarek Skubal, you would say his long-awaited return, but it's almost miraculous how quickly he is back, as Martinez will stay in the game. Tarek Skubal, 29 years of age, 6'3", 240. This is his free agent year to be, as he'll be on the open market come November, and Lord only knows how big a Brinks truck he will need. Angel Martinez back in there, the 0-1. And it's swung on, a little weak bounce at a first that he shattered his bat on. Torkelson makes the play, and Angel Martinez doesn't look like he's running very well, as he'll head back to the third base dugout. And Skubal jamming the heck out of Angel Martinez on 2 of those pitches. But Tarek Skubal making his first start in 45 days and his first Major League appearance 38 days after surgery. Jose Ramirez takes up high, ball one. Arthroscopic surgery to remove a bone chip. The left-hander, the wind and the pitch. And it's in there, a strike. And Skubal has absolutely dominated Cleveland. But then again, who hasn't he dominated? The kick and pitch. And it's swung on, hit in the air, right to left. Riley Green coming in, 2 down. Riley Green in left, Matt Vierling in center. Wenzel Perez in right, Spencer Torkelson at first, Kleber Torres at second, Kevin McGonigal at short. Lee at third, and Dylan Dingler is the catcher. Chase DeLauder, the batter, left on left. Had a couple of hits last night. 1-0 Tigers, 2 down. He takes outside. Skubal, his velocity is right back there, upper 90s. Fastball, sinker, curve, slider, change. The high leg kick and pitch, and it's swung on, foul back. 1-1. Skubal, before getting hurt, had a 3-2 record, a .270 ERA in 7 starts. No complete games, 6 innings to start. Now the wind and pitch, and it's swung on, fouled upstairs, 2-2, and nothing but upper 90s heat. Skubal averaging 9 strikeouts, 1 walk per 9 innings. Now the 1-2 in tight, 2-2. Even manager A.J. Hinch saying no idea how many pitches Skubal will make today. He made 1 minor league rehab start. That was a 54-pitch outing. The 2-2 swung on, fouled at the plate. Came at him with a changeup. DeLauder batting .259, 7 homers, 34 RBIs. Tarek Skubal, in his last 6 regular season starts against Cleveland, has given up 1 earned run or less. And obviously, he has been incredible against Cleveland in the postseason as well. 1 mistake to Lane Thomas. Now the 2-2. Swung on, drilled to left, a base hit the other way. A 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and DeLauder didn't try to do too much with it. A line shot to left. What is interesting, in his 7 starts, and now DeLauder is going to be checked out by head trainer Jeff Desjardins and manager Stephen Vogt. DeLauder might have labored a little bit running, and he's being taken out of the game. He's out of the game, and you wonder if this goes back to the leaping catch he tried to make, and he's kind of pushing on his right side, and boy, you know what that means. Daniel Schneemann will pinch run. Oh boy. Did Chase DeLauder hurt himself in his right rib cage area? That's about a worst case scenario, seeing Chase DeLauder pushing on his right rib cage. So here's Rhys Hoskins, a runner on, 2 down, the pitch, and it's fouled back, strike 1. Chase DeLauder smoked a fastball the other way for the single, but you wonder about, does this go back to the leaping attempted catch on the run in the top of the inning? The pitch, and he backdoored him for a called strike on a slider. 0-2 on Hoskins. So DeLauder's out of the game. He has done such a great job this year in his rookie campaign. We'll let you know when we know. Now the 0-2 in tight, 1-2. Last year was Travis Bazzana that had 2 different oblique injuries in the minor leagues. DeLauder last year, he dealt with a sports hernia surgery. The pitch, and it's down and away, a changeup. And we've gone through the litany of injuries in the past for Chase DeLauder. The bottom line is anybody can get hurt in this game no matter what you do to stay healthy. It's just the nature of the beast. The 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging at a changeup in the dirt. Hoskins is the final out. And so Tarek Skubal, his first test is a scoreless first inning, making 16 pitches in the process. Status of Chase DeLauder. 1-0 Tigers. We've played one. Daniel Schneemann now in center field. Stuart Fairchild moves over to right. And stepping in and taking a strike from Joey Cantillo, the number 7 hitter, first baseman Spencer Torkelson. Cantillo delivering, and it's down and in, and the count 1-1. Cantillo gave up a run on 3 hits in the first. Spencer Torkelson, he homered last night. That was his 11th of the year. The pitch to him, and he backdoored him, called strike on the curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Torkelson out of Arizona State University. The 1-2. High, 2-2. First pick in the draft of 2020. Only the 3rd time a first baseman was the number 1 overall pick. The pitch, up high, full count. Ron Blomberg of the New York Yankees was a number 1 pick in the entire draft of 67. And Adrian Gonzalez went to Miami, number 1 overall in 2000. The pitch, got him swinging. Came back with a cut fastball. And Cantillo has his first strikeout. That'll bring up Wencel Perez. Wencel Perez, switch hitting right fielder. He'll bat left-handed. 186 batting mark, 7 homers, 17 RBIs. Not having the season he had a year ago. The pitch. And it's down, ball 1. Boy, he had a terrific year last year, even though he missed April and May with a bad back. Last year he had 13 homers, 43 RBIs. The pitch, and he waves at it. He tried to hammer that ball to the KeyBank building. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey, when Cleveland bats in the first 4 innings, it'll be the Conrad score 4, win 4 new Bridgestone tires. The pitch, high, 2-1. Today's contestant, Joe Seepeck of Huron. Thanks to the great folks at Conrad's Tire Express and Total Car Care. Visit econrads.com to enter. Now the set and delivery, and it's on the inside corner, a strike. Perez touched his batting helmet, but not as a challenge. 2-2 the count. The next offering, and a curveball and a knee buckler for strike 3. Man, was that a beauty. Breaking from the middle of the plate over the inside corner. A couple of strikeouts for Cantillo here in inning number 2. 1-0 Tigers. And this young man, Hyu Lee, we saw him in Detroit. He just got brought back today. Right-handed hitter at third. He takes downstairs the ball. Jack Flaherty on the injured list. He hurt himself last night. So Lee is called up. They'll make another roster move tomorrow when Casey Mize is activated to start. The 1-0 pitch. And it's in there, a called strike on a curve. 1-1. Tigers have one extra bench player today than normal, so this could be a brief stay for Lee. We'll see. Now the 1-1, and he swings and sends a line drive into left center, a base hit. He'd come in batting .205. So a 2-out single to left center by Lee. Top of the order, Gleyber Torres started this game with a double. And you wonder if that's where Chase DeLauder got hurt. Racing toward the wall in deep right center on a dead sprint, leaping up, stretching out to try to catch the ball off the bat of Torres. Couldn't. He looked shaken up. The pitch, and it's in there, a called strike on a changeup. Then Chase stayed in, hit a bullet for a base hit to left off Skubal in the bottom of the first, and then had to leave. And he was pushing on his right side, the rib cage area, as he left. That pitch up high, 1-1 the count. I'll tell you what, nobody deserves some good luck more than Chase DeLauder. The way he has worked at coming back, he and Daniel Espino. Incredible stories of perseverance. The pitch, waved at, 1-2. When you have that kind of talent in your system and that kind of character and work ethic that Chase DeLauder and Daniel Espino have, well, then you have winners on top of being tremendously gifted. That pitch down low, and they count 2-2. Boy, right now, Cantillo looks like he has really got a good feel for his changeup and curveball. Now Torres backs away. He'll adjust the batting gloves. Tigers up 1-0. Runner at first, 2 down, second inning. The 2-2 offering. Swung on a topper to the mound. Cantillo whirls, lobs it to first, and he gets Torres by a lot. Good inning for Joey Cantillo. 1-0 Tigers, middle of the second. This is a Cleveland Clinic rating.
Challenge just to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $365 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hon, is your new pinball machine in our budget?
KeyBank will meet you in that our money is now our money moment.
Actually, our banker Steve recommended we start a joint checking account for bills and keep our individual accounts for things like, pinball machines.
Did someone say Banker Steve? I was in the neighborhood in case you had any checking account questions.
Steve, you're always there for us. Now, how quickly can we open that account?
Steve, are you seeing this?
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. KeyBank, member FDIC.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV. But if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Bybee into the motion, and the right-hander with the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Back foot slider ate him up. What a job by Tanner Bybee.
This is Tanner Bybee. You listen to the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network. You listen to the Cleveland Clinic Guardians Radio Network.
David Fry, Tarek Skubal, the matchup. 1-0 Tigers, second inning, the pitch. And it's a backdoor curve. You may remember, late last year, David Fry went to square and bunt, and Skubal's fastball hit him directly in the mouth. The 0-1, inside 1-1, totally unintentional, and incredible that David Fry never lost any teeth. Now, he had a lot of facial fractures, but doing great. The 1-1 in there, missed the playoffs, and nobody was more upset about that pitch hitting David Fry than Tarek Skubal. Now the wind and the 1-2. Inside 2-2. Tarek Skubal was so upset that after the ballgame, he called over to the Cleveland clubhouse and asked manager Stephen Vogt, if you're going to the hospital to see David, can I come with you? The pitch, inside, full count, and Voter said by all means. That tells you all you need to know about the kind of man Tarek Skubal is. And David Fry really appreciated the visit. The payoff pitch, fouled at the plate. We'll do it again at 3-2. The big story all summer is going to be, will they or won't they? And that being the Detroit Tigers. Will they or won't they trade Tarek Skubal? Payoff pitch. Swung on a high chopper to short. Shoulder high hop handled, and McGonigal throws out Fry. Right now, the Tigers, they're 12 games under. They're 9 games out of first. But everybody in the American League's in the wild card race because there's only 5 teams above 500.
And time for them to dig out of that hole. They don't have the whole season. That trade deadline creates a greater sense of urgency for them.
Travis Bazzana, the batter. He sends one back up the middle. Base hit into right center. Travis Bazzana against the tough Tarek Skubal with a single to right center. And ironically, Cleveland's 2 base hits are from left-handed batters. You would think they have no chance against Skubal. But lefties this year are batting .333 with an .838 OPS against Skubal. Right-handed hitters, 192 with a .515 OPS. His changeup so devastating against right-handed hitters. Here's Stuart Fairchild. He cuts and misses, strike 1. Fairchild 1 for 10 since coming up. He does have 5 walks. 1-0 Tigers, second inning, a 1-out single for Bazzana. He dances off first, the pitch, and it got him in the hand or elbow guard. Fairchild hit by the pitch. That was a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Now fans are booing. Look, the last thing Tarek Skubal is going to do is try to hit Stuart Fairchild. But what you have to remember is he got it in the elbow guard. If he wasn't wearing an elbow guard, Stuart Fairchild may no longer have an elbow. But with Tarek Skubal, modern science and the medical procedures, miraculous. But it's still been 45 days since he pitched in a Major League game. He's not going to be as sharp. Austin Hedges, check swing, 1 around, strike 1. Again, you so seldom get a scoring opportunity against this guy. You better capitalize when you do. Cleveland down 1-0, first and second. 1 out, second inning. The pitch to Hedges. Runners go. Pitch is low. Throw to third. Sails into left field. Getting up after the headfirst slide is Bazzana. He scores. Fairchild ends up at third. And a rare miscue by one of the game's great catchers, Dylan Dingler. He airmailed the throw to third as Cleveland pulled off a double steal plus a throwing error on Dylan Dingler. And we've got a 1-1 game, and the go-ahead run 90 feet from home with 1 out here in the second inning. Infield drawn in for Hedges, who's good on the safety squeeze. The pitch, he sends one high and deep into the upper deck down the left field line. 0-2 on Hedges. Tarek Skubal is so good in jams, too. Nothing phases this guy. The 0-2 pitch. Down and away, a changeup, 1-2. Now Cleveland, the best in the American League at stealing. They now have 68 on the year. Infield in, 1-1 game. Runner at third, 1 down. The 1-2 pitch. Down and away, couldn't get him to go after the changeup again. 2-2. And if you talk to guys that have been hurt, they'll normally tell you the last pitch that they really get a feel for coming off an injury, the changeup. Skubal, the 2-2. Swung on a high chopper to third. Lee comes home with the throw, the tag in time on the feet first sliding Fairchild, who was going on contact. So Fairchild thrown out at the plate. 2 down. Hedges now at first on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Brian Rocchio, the number 9 hitter. And he leads all Major League number 9 hitters with 32 RBIs. Rocchio batting right-handed. Hedges at first. 2 down, second inning. Game deadlocked at 1. The set, the pitch. A swing and a bullet foul down the left side. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Manager Stephen Vogt was saying, a lot of times people say, hey, you've got to be patient. Try to get the pitch count up on Tarek Skubal. He said there's no such thing. All he does is throw strikes. He said, conversely, you have to be aggressive early in the count against Skubal. The 0-1 in there, a strike, 0-2. Voter's point was very seldom is Skubal behind in the count. And if you as a hitter are in the hole like Rocchio is, you don't have much of a chance. Well, we're down to 3 umpires. Mike Malinsky had to leave the game. He is ill. Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss. Rocchio strikes out. And the throwing error leads to Cleveland tying the game at 1 after 2. Well, we're 2 innings in. Cleveland's lost 2 players to injury, and we've lost an umpire to illness. 1-1 game. Stephen Kwan takes over in left for Angel Martinez. Kevin McGonigal, the batter, and he takes inside ball 1. You may remember that Angel Martinez fouled the first pitch of the game from Tarek Skubal off his left foot. Stayed in, but now has left the game. McGonigal takes down and away 2-0. And Chase DeLauder left this game with what looked to be some kind of an issue in the right rib cage or right side area. Now the 2-0 pitch, and it's swung on, smoked into center. McGonigal with a base hit off Cantillo. That'll bring up Matt Vierling. Cleveland, for the most part this year, has been very, very fortunate from a health-wise standpoint, but we know how quickly that can all change, and it's changed today in 2 innings. Dollar Bank, the proud banking partner of the Guardians, 28 locations in Northeast Ohio, ready to provide solutions to help get you there. Cantillo against Vierling in center field, batting third today. The pitch, and he takes a called strike. Bounced out to third his first time up. Detroit scored on a Gleyber Torres double in the first and a Dylan Dingler single. Cleveland scored on a Dylan Dingler throwing error. The pitch, backdoored him, strike 2 on a curveball. Tomorrow, a 140 game. What a matchup. Gavin Williams, one of the elite pitchers in the American League and coming off the injured list for Detroit. To start will be Casey Mize. And if the Guardians win today, tomorrow, or any day, Northeast Ohio Ford dealers donate $500 to support youth sports in Cleveland. Now the 0-2 pitch to Vierling. Swung on, grounded sharply through the hole into left field, another base hit. That is already 6 hits off Cantillo. Nobody out, 2 men aboard, and here's the most dangerous Tiger, Dylan Dingler. Talked a lot about Dylan and his ties to Northeast Ohio. He was saying today in the Tiger clubhouse, man, the teams that he fell in love with, and it's all a matter of when you were born. He was born in 1998, so he said, I missed the heyday of the 90s. Now the set and the pitch to Dingler, and it's down and in, but boy, he got hooked on baseball thanks to those teams led by Grady Sizemore and C.C. Sabathia. Now the set by Cantillo, the 1-0. Outside, missed with it, 2-0. Dylan Dingler then became a star athlete at Jackson High School in Massillon. Won a state title in baseball and in basketball. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1. He said, well, I was the 6th man on that hoops team, but you still won a state title. They beat Cincinnati Moeller, and the star of that Jackson High School basketball team was Kyle Young. The 2-1 swing and a foul at the plate, 2-2. And Kyle Young had a tremendous career, ended up playing 5 years at Ohio State. Now the next delivery. A swing and a foul tip hung on to by Hedges. Cantillo with a big strikeout of Dingler, his third. Dingler had an RBI single in the first. Dylan Dingler. He is the son of Pam and Scott Dingler, still down there in the Massillon area. He has a brother, Brennan, and a sister, Cameron. Now the pitch to Riley Green, fouls it back, strike 1. Mentioned now he met an athlete at Ohio State, and that athlete is now his wife, Alyssa Bombeck, and she is the daughter of Bob and Deb Bombeck from Avon Lake. Now the 0-1. Check swing foul 0-2. Tell you what, the Bombecs had some incredible daughters as far as soccer. Both Alyssa and Christian played at Ohio State. Jesse and Kim were good soccer players, and Alyssa also has a brother, Nate. So terrific, terrific families. The Dinglers and the Bombecs. And it's been so much fun for us to watch these really gifted Northeast Ohio kids that have made it in the major leagues. Riley Green sends this one high in the air to right center, medium deep. Boy, the ball is carrying. Stuart Fairchild with the catch. He'll throw to second. Tagging McGonigal goes to third. Staying at first is Vierling. That was a routine, looked like medium deep fly ball that ended up almost at the warning track in right center. That's how well it's carrying. Riley Green out number 2. Runners still at first and third. 2 down in the third. 1-1 game, Detroit and Cleveland. And the DH, Jemai Jones to the plate, right-handed batter. Now the set. Now the pitch. And it's in there, a called strike on a curveball. Well, he has gone to the curveball a lot, and Joey Cantillo has a good one today. Now, stepping out in front of the plate, Austin Hedges to let the infield know what defense is on. If Vierling breaks from first to second, they try to get that run down and maybe sneak McGonigal in from third. McGonigal at third runs very well. Now the 0-1 pitch. And a little bit outside with a curveball. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 game. Tigers at the corners. 2 down in the third. Cantillo 50 pitches deep. He lets it fly, and it's swung on, tapped foul off to the left. Good changeup. Hey, Marathon knows you fans are the true co-pilot of any team. Marathon, here to keep you and your team fueled all season long. Marathon, driven together. Jemai Jones. He digs in. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. He chased the curveball in the dirt. Hedges digs it out. Tags out Jones. Heck of a job by Joey Cantillo. He works out of it again. Game's Dest, Ohio.
Hi, Max the Bald Eagle from Marathon here. We asked people if they could do an impression of me. Have a listen.
You can save up to $1 a gallon with the Marathon Rewards app.
That last one was pretty good. Marathon, where fun runs on full.
Available at participating Marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
Hey, Guardians fans, Medical Mutual cares about the health and well-being of Ohioans like you. That's why they offer high-quality health insurance plans with access to the hospitals and doctors you know and trust. Plus, dental, vision, and wellness plans to help you achieve and maintain your health. To learn more about individual, Medicare, and employer plans, visit medmutual.com/Guardians. Medical Mutual, the official health insurer of the Cleveland Guardians.
Power your drive with Mobil 1 motor oil. Buy 5 quarts, get $15 back, and score a fast and furious prize after rebate at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, you mind keeping it down up there, please?
KeyBank will meet you in that I need new neighbors moment.
Rick, it's your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted your mortgage loan officer, Beth. I was in the neighborhood and wanted to let you know your home loan application's been approved.
Beth, you're always there for me, and not a moment too soon.
Are your neighbors bowling with grand pianos again?
And apparently raising livestock?
Ew.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 399797.
Stephen Kwan's first at bat for the injured Angel Martinez. We're assuming it's that left foot that Martinez smoked a foul ball off of. Kwan taking a strike from Tarek Skubal to even the count. 1-1 game, third inning. Skubal's a lot like Parker Messick. Gets the ball, gets into the windup. Here it comes. Up and in. Ball 2, 2-1. Well, Linda Wolf of Mansfield, today's Hyundai Grand Slam contestant. Grand Slam in the third, and Linda gets the Hyundai Kona from your Northern Ohio Hyundai dealers. The 2-1. Swung on a chopper back up the middle. McGonigal to the second base side of second. Shortstop went a long way to get the Kwan bouncer and throw him out. Jose Ramirez flied out his first time up. He'll bat right-handed. Jose is batting .375 lifetime against Skubal. By the way, you want to be a contestant, go to HyundaiGrandSlam.com. Skubal with that high leg kick. The pitch, waved at, back goes flying over the head of Daniel Schneemann, the on-deck batter. Boy, Jose's done that a lot. 0-1 the count. Tarek Skubal, back-to-back American League Cy Young Award winner. Into the windup. Here it comes. And it's a little high. The last 2 years, Tarek Skubal has a combined record of 31-10 and an ERA of 2.30. Now the pitch. Up and in. 2-1. Now it'll be interesting. There's been a history of elbow issues. Tommy John surgery 10 years ago when he was a sophomore at Seattle University. Now the 2-1 pitch. And a strike. 2-2. Then out 5 months in 2022 and 2023 total. 5 months he missed in those 2 years with the elbow and a flexor tendon. Then arthroscopic surgery this year. The pitch fouled upstairs. Count still 2-2. And Tarek Skubal turns 30 in November. So he's going to get a big-time contract. The question's going to be, how comfortable are you as an organization with that resume of injuries, even though he's arguably the best pitcher in the game? At age 30, how many years do you give him and how much money? Now the 2-2. Swing and a little looping fly to right. Towards the line, it gets down, and it'll roll toward the line before Perez can get there. It's kind of a bloop job the other way. Ramirez with a double is 18th. He's third in the league in doubles, and that's what makes Jose such a tough out. That looked like a really good changeup, down and away, and Jose just went down about ankle high and flicked it the other way. So the go-ahead runs at second, 1 out in the third, and Daniel Schneemann's first at bat, taking over for the injured Chase DeLauder. Now the set. Now the pitch, and it's in there. We are told that Chase DeLauder did bruise the right rib cage when he banged into that wall trying to make the leaping catch on the first batter of the game. Yet he stood in there and hit a missile to left field for a base hit off DeLauder in the bottom of the inning. The pitch waved at 0-2. So we'll see what that means in regards to Chase DeLauder tomorrow on the manager's pregame show. But that sounds like a best case scenario as to what you might have been thinking when he left the field. The pitch swung on, hammered high, deep to right center, away, back and gone. Daniel Schneemann with a majestic blast to right center. And Cleveland with a 3-1 lead. Daniel Schneemann had not had a home run since late April. He got all of that, baby. 4 417 feet into the seats in right center. And it's 3-1 Cleveland here in the third. Here's Rhys Hoskins. The wind and pitch. And it's in there, a called strike. Third home run of the year issued. And once again, left-handed batters have 3 hits off Skubal today. The pitch fouled upstairs. And you wonder, will managers start going, hey, wait a minute. The numbers say lefties bat 333, OPS 838. Righties 192, 515. The pitch in tight. Again, that changeup is really negated as he just doesn't go to it against left-handed batters. Now the 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. So Hoskins is strikeout victim number 3. But Chase DeLauder had a single today. Travis Bazzana a single. And Daniel Schneemann a 2-run home run to right center. And Cleveland now with a 3-1 lead. Bases empty. 2 down. Here's David Fry. Grounded out his first time. The wind and the pitch. And it's in there, a called strike.
Well, Schneemann turned on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. You wonder, though, if the late life is there. The velo's there, but not maybe the late life.
The 0-1 in there. Well, Garrett Cole had 98. He didn't have late life.
Yeah.
It just doesn't come back instantly. It's incredible what Skubal is doing to be out there. The pitch, up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tarek Skubal might be as competitive as any player in the game. 3-1 Cleveland, third inning. The pitch. Down low, threw him the changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. A 2-run Cleveland lead. And if you want to beat the elite like a Tarek Skubal, a Garrett Cole, you've got to hit some home runs. You're not stringing together 4 or 5 hits in an inning against these guys. The 2-2. Got him swinging. 4 strikeouts for Skubal. But Daniel Schneemann had about as pretty a 2-run bomb as you'll ever see. 3-1 Cleveland. Fourth is next on the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Guardians up 3-1, fourth inning here at Progressive Field. Joey Cantillo back to work, and Spencer Torkelson fouls the first pitch back into the net for strike 1. Torkelson struck out his first time up Been on a nice stretch last 7 games with 3 homers and 6 driven in. The pitch swung on, pulled foul over to the third base side, and it's 0-2 on Torkelson. Jim Rosenhaus along with Tom Hamilton. We're in downtown Cleveland at Progressive Field, right up the street. Brian Motze at Command Center. On a beautiful afternoon. Big crowd on hand again. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, fouled back. It is Gavin Williams' bobblehead day today. He'll pitch tomorrow. A lot of the fans getting those bobbleheads on the way in. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Cantillo. Swung on, poked foul, third base side again. And we'll do it again on 0-2 to Torkelson. 11 home runs on the season, including 2 in the 5 games against the Guardians. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, ground ball, third base, just foul. Just foul past the bag. And it's another 2-strike pitch coming to Spencer Torkelson. Don't forget, now through August the 6th, visit GuardiansF150Sweeps.com. You can enter for your chance to win a special Guardians Edition 2026 F-150 Raptor truck, courtesy of your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, bounced to third. This one stays fair. Gobbled up by Ramirez. Low throw, good scoop by Hoskins in time for the out. One away. And here comes Winsell Perez, who struck out looking his first time up. Cantillo has 4 strikeouts. He has scattered 6 hits so far, so the Tigers are getting their base hits, but he's limited them to just the 1 run. Here's the pitch to Perez, and it is down low for ball 1. Cutter that time from Cantillo, and he's got that 50-50 split going between the fastballs and then that combo of the changeup and the slow curve, trying to keep those Tiger batters off balance. The 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Good curve there. Caught the corner on the inside part of the plate. 1-1 the count. That's what he was so effective with in Detroit back in mid-May. Here's his 1-1. Swung on, tapped foul, and it's now 1-2 on Perez. Cantillo with about a 50% usage rate on the changeup, and some curves thrown in there too, but he had the Tiger batters off balance into the 6th inning. Did not allow a run. The 1-2. Low and outside. Went with the curve again. And it's now 2-2 on Perez. Cantillo working on the bottom third of that Tiger lineup on an afternoon where so far a nice bounce back effort from Cantillo after allowing 7 runs against the Rangers in his last start. Now the 2-2. Swung on, tapped foul as Perez stays alive with 2 strikes. Similar to Torkelson, before Torkelson grounded out to third. Guardians trying to make it 2 in a row this weekend over the Tigers. And 6 in a row in the season series as they swept Detroit 4 straight over in the Motor City almost a month ago, a little less. And then they took the opener here last night. Good ball game last night. 3-2 win for the Guardians. The 2-2 swung on, and there's a high fly ball to right. Going back is Fairchild, recovers, comes in, and makes the catch. As he slipped when he went back a couple of steps and then tried to change direction, but recovered nicely to make the catch for the second out in the inning. That was close. Make your favorite players all-stars. You can cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star ballot by visiting MLB.com/vote. Here's How You Lee, and Lee fouls it off at home plate for strike 1. Just up from Toledo today, Lee, who we did see in the series over in Detroit, singled his first time up this afternoon, playing third base. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball on the inside corner for a strike. 0-2 the count on Hao Yu Lee. Just 23 years of age, out of Taiwan. Came over in a trade with the Phillies. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, ground ball near short, gobbled up by Rocchio. Fires to first in time for the out. Good range by Rocchio toward the bag at second. Gets the job done again. 3 up, 3 down go the Tigers. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Guardians 3, Detroit 1.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, Cleveland, are you looking to score big with your home equity? Union Home Mortgage will help you unlock the value of your home and fund the promises you've made to yourself and your family. Visit UHM.com and score financial freedom today.
Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229.
Hey, sports fans. There's no better feeling than when you're watching your team dominate. But remember, when the offseason comes, you can still channel your team spirit with a fresh coat of color. Ask Sherwin-Williams how you can make every day feel like game day with over 1,700 colors and a top-tier coaching staff to bring the energy of your team spirit home. Shop online or visit your neighborhood store today.
As things heat up this season, keep a lookout for home runs that blast 420 feet or more to score a free Mountain Dew Baja Blast, the official soft drink of Major League Baseball. The refreshing splash of tropical lime flavor helps you stay cool in the heat of the game. Register and learn more at BajaBlastHomeRuns.com. Subject to complete offer terms and restrictions. See site for details. Ends 9/26/2026 or when 500,000 redemptions have been reached, whichever occurs first.
Travis Bazzana leads things off for the Guardians. Bottom of the fourth inning, takes a breaking ball strike from Tarek Skubal. Returning to the mound today, the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and it's 0-2. After elbow surgery to remove bone chips. Remarkable, the surgery May 6th. And here he is back. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Breaking ball down low, 1-2. And as Skubal said, a lot of people think I'm back sooner than expected, but he said that's what they told me with the type of revolutionary surgery they did. They said this is about when you'd be back, so he's on schedule. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, foul back. And it remains 1-2 on Bazzana. He said it was the traditional surgery, sure, 2 to 3 months. But this was what they expected. And here he is in his first start back. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball down low, 2-2. Guardians got to him for a run in the second inning, thanks to a double steal and a throwing error. And then Daniel Schneemann snapped a 1-all tie with a 2-run home run last inning. The 2-2 to Bazzana. Outside, ball 3. Not by much, but just enough. And the count runs full, 3-2 on Bazzana, who singled his first time up. He scored that first run back in the second. The payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled away off to the third base side. Out of play. So Skubal, now that he's pitching, we can take him off the injury report presented by Elk & Elk. Serious lawyers for serious injuries. A lot going on in this one today. Here's the 3-2. Outside, ball 4. Bazzana draws a walk, and that's big. He hasn't drawn as many walks recently, but that's a big part of his game, and we saw it right there, leading off the inning with a walk. And now he's a threat to run with 11 stolen bases. Stuart Fairchild, the batter, hit by a pitch his first time up. 3-1, Guardians in front. Bottom of the fourth inning. Skubal delivers. Bunt attempt by Fairchild, first base side of the mound. Skubal has it, race to the bag, not in time. Torres, the second baseman, couldn't get there ahead of Fairchild. A perfect bunt and an infield single for Fairchild as Bazzana moves up to second. Yeah, the Guardians trying to get it done with some small ball here in the fourth inning. And that bunt just to the first base side of the mound. He forced Skubal to field. The first baseman, Torkelson, had come in, so he wouldn't be able to cover. And Torres, in that race to the bag, he lost that foot race to Stuart Fairchild. So 2 on, nobody out. Austin Hedges will bat. Bounced into a fielder's choice his first time up. And the Guardians would love to tack on here on a day where you're facing one of the game's best. But they already have 3 on the board. Infield in at the corners here as Hedges steps in. The pitch to him, he shows bunt, pulls the bat back, pitch up high for ball 1. Austin Hedges always handles the bat well. He has 2 sack bunts on the season. Guardians as a team with 11. Here's the 1-0. He squares, bunts, third base side, a beauty. Picked up by Lee, throws to first in time for the out, but the base runners move up on a perfect sacrifice off the bat of Austin Hedges. Second baseman Torres covering, so 5-4 on that sac bunt by Hedges. And we'll see if Cleveland can take advantage now as their number 9 hitter steps in. And a lot of times you don't, or you might think twice about bunting with your number 9 hitter, but not when it's Brian Rocchio. Infield in all the way around the pitch. Breaking ball in tight, ball 1. You were with us earlier, Tom, mentioning that the year Rocchio's having 32 runs batted in out of that number 9 spot. Best in baseball. Switch hitter right side. The 1-0 from Skubal. Swung on, ripped to third, snared by Lee. Comes home with it. Sliding is Bazzana, but he's tagged out by Dingler. As Bazzana tried to get that front hand in there, couldn't do it. So, Rocchio is at first base, but the fielder's choice does not get the job done. 5-2 on the putout. Advancing to third is Fairchild, so it's runners on the corners, and we go back to the top of the lineup for Stephen Kwan. Kwan is in the game because Angel Martinez fouled a ball off his foot. Left foot bruise, x-rays negative. As Martinez had to leave the game, Chase DeLauder had to leave the game with a bruised ribcage injury on that right side. So a couple of Guardians have left today's game on that injury report. On the move with the pitch is Rocchio, and he steals it without a throw. Number 12 for Brian Rocchio, so now second and third with 2 outs for Kwan. Kwan bounced to short his first time up last inning. Guardians up 3-1, threatening with 2 outs in the fourth. Kwan swinging a much better bat of late. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, line, foul, left side, and out of play. Kwan last 13 games hitting over 300. He has scored 7 runs. And trying to hang in there against the tough lefty Skubal, who again has struggled against lefties this season, surprisingly so. The pitch to Kwan, outside and high for a ball, and now the count's 1-2 on Stephen Kwan. Jose Ramirez lurking on deck. Fairchild at third, Rocchio at second. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's drilled towards center, but moving over, making the catch on the run is Vierling, who was shading Kwan toward left center. So he had some ground to cover, and he got there to retire Kwan and the Guardians, who threaten but do not score. One. (3-1) Guardians. Fifth inning now as Gleyber Torres looks at a pitch down low for ball one from Joey Cantillo. Cantillo, strong fourth inning, set the side out in order, but now the top of that Tiger lineup is Torres. Pokes one to first, a slow roller picked up by Hoskins, and he flips to Cantillo covering at first for the out. A dangerous hitter retired, and now Kevin McGonigal, the outstanding rookie for the Tigers. 1 for 2 today. He singled back in the third inning, and he has started to really get it going. He got off to a hot start, and then when the Guardians played the Tigers over in Detroit last month, he was in kind of a slow stretch then, but now going again. Here's the pitch, and it's down low for a ball. This youngster, high school drafted player who made it to the major leagues quickly, with some good maturity, knowing that the inevitable bumps in the road come in that rookie year. The 1-0 on the inside corner for a strike, and visiting with him over in Detroit, he said, look, I try and lean on the veterans here to help me get through any tough patches, whether it's at the plate or in the field. Here's the 1-1, and that's up high for a ball. 2-1. Left on left here is Cantillo with the 2-1 pitch. Off speed on the inside corner for a strike. Actually, that was the cutter, and dropped on the inside corner. 1 out, base is empty. The 2-2 swung on, and there's a high pop fly to shallow center. Coming in, Daniel Schneemann, and he makes the catch to retire McGonigal for the second out in the inning. So 2 down, and here's Matt Vierling as again Joey Cantillo settling in nicely. Hey, Enbridge Gas Ohio would like to remind you, whether you're an individual or a contractor, state law requires that you call 811 before you dig to have the underground utilities marked. It's simple and it's free. Just dial 811. Here's the pitch to Vierling on the inside corner for a strike. Guardians have action in the pen. It's Colin Holderman. Should Cantillo run into trouble with 2 outs here in the 5th. He's up to 75 pitches. The 0-1 outside. 1-1 the count. Third time through the lineup now for Cantillo. And for a lot of pitchers, that can be a challenge, but so far, so good. Here's the 1-1. Outside and high for a ball, 2-1. Vierling, the veteran outfielder and sometimes third baseman. Seeing a lot of time in center so far this season. Now the 2-1. Breaking ball down low. Kyle Finnegan is loosening in the Detroit pen as Skubal finished last inning at 74 pitches, so you wonder how much further they'll go with him. And obviously they will be extremely careful today in his first game back from the injured list. Here's the 3-1. Swung on, ground ball to short, room service hop for Rocchio. Throws to first in time for the out. Another 1-2-3 inning thrown by Joey Cantillo after 4.5 in downtown Cleveland. It's the Guardians 3, the Tigers 1.
Of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise: to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Need new tires? Here's a tip. Skip the good old kick for quality entirely. Get to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer, the smart choice for tires without the footwork. Whatever you drive, any make or model, they've got you covered with a great selection of major tire brands, expertly installed by certified pros. And the kicker? Your Ford dealer often has deals that beat dedicated tire shops. So, when it's time for new tires, roll with your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer.
Dollar Bank is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Only with Dollar Bank can you get a Cleveland Guardians debit card design and Guardians branded checks. And when you use your card at the Guardians team store online or at Progressive Field, you'll get a great deal on the latest officially licensed MLB gear too. To learn more, visit dollar.bank/baseball. Dollar Bank. Let's get you there.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. The perks described herein are subject to change or termination without notice and at the sole discretion of Dollar Bank and or the Cleveland Guardians. Bring the whole family to Progressive Field for Kids Fun Day on Sunday, June 14th. Cheer on the Guardians as they battle the Tigers at 1:40. Kids can enjoy awesome activities in the Kids Clubhouse and run the bases after the game thanks to Cleveland Clinic Children's. Get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com. Get your tickets now at CLEGuardians.com.
Jose Ramirez digs in. Tarek Skubal delivers, and his fastball's outside for ball one. Bottom of the fifth underway. It's 3-1 Cleveland. Skubal winds it up. The 1-0. Swung on, foul back. And again, right-hander Kyle Finnegan is warming behind Skubal, and very strict pitch limits you would think today. He's up to 76. Not many more. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, popped him up, foul behind the plate. Dingler gives it a look, maybe a play. Yes, indeed, with about 3 feet to spare up near the screen. Ramirez is retired for the first out in the inning. Hope to see you here tomorrow. The homestand finale, final game of this 3-game series at 1:40 on a Guardians Kids Fun Day. Kids can run the bases courtesy of Cleveland Clinic Children's. Plus, they'll receive 2026 Topps Series 2 baseball card packs. Here's Daniel Schneemann, who takes a ball inside. So a fun day tomorrow. Grab your tickets at CLEGuardians.com. The 1-0 to Schneemann. In there for a strike. Schneemann cranked his 5th home run of the season, turned on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Skubal back in the 3rd inning. The 1-1, and he swings and launches one high in the air again, but this one will stay in. The right fielder's under it, and making the catch is Perez for the second out in the inning. Just a little bit under that one was Schneemann. Now Reese Hoskins is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. He will not face Skubal. That is it for Tarek Skubal as he hit the 80 pitch mark, and A.J. Hinch says that's plenty. So the move will be made to the bullpen right here for the Tigers. And Skubal of 3-1 here in the 5th. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Spartan Storm Shield, the roof system to last your lifetime. Learn more at SpartanStormShield.com. More after this.
Is your roof protecting your home or putting it at risk? Roof damage often starts small and stays unnoticed until it leads to costly repairs. Spartan Storm Shield, a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians, is offering a free roof analysis covering the 7 most common problem areas. If you want the kind of protection that doesn't leak, the gold glove defense in every season, call your local family-owned Spartan Storm Shield. Call 330-SPARTAN to schedule your free roof inspection today. Again, that's 330-772-7826 or visit SpartanStormShield.com.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Kids dream about stepping onto a major league field. This summer, they can get one step closer with Guardians Youth Summer Camps, presented by Union Home Mortgage. Designed for boys and girls ages 6 to 14, camps will feature high-quality baseball and softball instruction, fun competitions, and confidence-building coaching at over 16 locations across Northeast Ohio. Every camper also gets a full Guardians uniform and 2 tickets to a 2026 home game. Plus, select Grand Slam experience camps include an exclusive field day at Progressive Field. Space is limited. Register now at CLE Guardian Day at Progressive Field. Space is limited. Register now at CLEGuardians.com/summer camps.
Right-hander Kyle Finnegan on to face Reese Hoskins with 2 outs and the bases empty in the 5th. Guardians up by a score of 3-1. Finnegan, the veteran right-hander, goes to work from the stretch. Here's his pitch, and it's low and outside for ball 1. Finnegan, 34 years of age, picked up from Washington last season. This year, 30 appearances, 1-0, an ERA of 2.01. We'll have him close games on occasion. He does have a save so far. Here's the 1-0, swung on, ground ball to short. Right there, McGonigal throws to first in time for the out. Side retired in order. We head to the 6th. Guardians 3, the Tigers 1.
Well, manager Stephen Vogt is going to the bullpen in the 6th inning after a tremendous start by Joey Cantillo. Hi again, everybody. This is Tom Hamilton, along with Jim Rosenhaus, Brian Motze. Cleveland with a 3-1 lead. Joey Cantillo gave up a run on 3 hits in that first inning and then was terrific from that point on. Now we're having more changes for Cleveland. Rhys Hoskins is going into the outfield, and there's no way that Rhys Hoskins is going into the outfield because this is a defensive improvement. Something's up. Stephen Kwan is going to Schneemann is going to go from center to third. Something's up with Hosey. Oh boy. So all kinds of changes now. My goodness. This is 3 players Cleveland's lost today. So Rhys Hoskins is moving out to left field. Stephen Kwan is moving over to center field. Stuart Fairchild stays in right. Kyle Manzardo takes over at first, and Daniel Schneemann over at third. Jose Ramirez out of the ballgame. When we find out, we'll let you know. 3 starters leaving this ballgame within the first 5 innings for Cleveland. Right-hander Colin Holderman to Dylan Dingler, who drives it high, deep to left. Hoskins back, turns a couple of different ways, and this ball is off the 19-foot wall. Caroms back toward the infield. Kwan tracks it down, throw to third, and a triple. Well, there's the unfamiliarity right off the bat of Rhys Hoskins, who's never played left field for Cleveland in this ballpark, and a towering drive off the 19-foot wall by Dylan Dingler to left. And he turned 2 different ways, and then the ball ricocheted both beyond him and Stephen Kwan. Not sure why Stephen Kwan was as close to the wall as Hoskins, but instead of it being a double, it ends up being a triple. And here's Riley Green taking down and away ball 1. What a wacko game this is right now with all of the changes. And this is really impacting Cleveland defensively. Infield back, Green cuts and misses. Let's get back, though, to Joey Cantillo. And just an outstanding 5-inning performance. Gave up 1 run on 6 hits, struck out 4, and did not walk a batter. Colin Holderman's pitch, swing and a miss. Another good slider. And the count 1-2. The manager, Stephen Vogt, saying that was enough.
2018.
Now the set. Now the 1-2. Got him swinging. He chased the breaking ball by his back foot. I don't know if Riley Green ever swung at a strike. That's a huge strikeout, keeping that runner at third. Here's left-handed pinch hitter Kerry Carpenter to bat for Jahmai Jones in the DH role. Rhys Hoskins is playing left field for the first time since 2018. The pitch, and it's swung on, dribble toward first, foul. So we don't know why Jose Ramirez left the game, but something's up. Jose never leaves a game. And when we find out, we'll let you know. But if you're just joining us, Cleveland with a 3-1 lead. Tigers with a runner at third, infield back, 1 out, 6th inning. Chase DeLauder left this ball game in the first inning with a bruised right rib cage. Angel Martinez left in the second inning with bruised left foot. Carpenter lashes it foul down the left side, 0-2. And now Jose Ramirez has left in the 6th inning. And we haven't been told anything yet. But right now, the only guy left on the Cleveland bench is catcher Patrick Bailey. Holderman's pitch, swing and a foul at the plate. Boy, he's looking for another punch-out. Holderman making appearance number 22. 4-1 the record, 180 the ERA, 140 the batting average against. Colin Holderman has become invaluable in that Cleveland bullpen. He's gone from a guy that was just trying to make the team out of spring training into becoming now a critical late game option. Today it's in the 6th inning. Kerry Carpenter still outside the batter's box. I have no idea why these hitters in Major League Baseball are given the amount of time that they're being given this year to stroll around, adjust batters' gloves. Whatever happened to pace of play has gone out the window. Carpenter digs back in. Now the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, skips all the way to the first base coaching box because that hit Carpenter in the foot on an 0-2 pitch. So now the Tigers have runners at the corners as he spiked that breaking ball. And actually, that could help Cleveland because now you've got a chance to turn a double play and get out of the inning. Tigers at the corners, 1 down, 6th inning. Of course, Torkelson could also leave the yard and put Detroit up with 1 swing of the bat. He sends it out of play to the right club seats, strike 1. Holderman, 6'6", 230, 30 years of age. What a turnaround from a year ago. An injury-plagued season in Pittsburgh with an ERA of 7. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Torkelson has struck out, grounded out. Now, Cleveland's had opportunities again today to tack on even more. They had 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out in the 4th and did not score. 3-1 Cleveland. The pitch just missed in. 1-2. Cleveland scored on a throwing error by the catcher Dylan Dingler and a 2-run bomb to right center by Daniel Schneemann off Tarek Skubal. Detroit scored. Gleyber Torres doubled in the first. Dylan Dingler singled him in. And that's where we're at. 3-1 Cleveland. Tigers runners at the corners. 1 down, 6th inning. The pitch. Got him! Swinging on a slider away. Mammoth strikeout for Holderman. So he strikes out Green and Torkelson with that runner at third base. And now 2 down for Wencel Perez, or is it? Nope, we're going to get another Tiger pinch hitter as Colt Keith, a left-handed batter, will bat for the switch hitter. And out to the mound goes Austin Hedges. Colt Keith not in the starting lineup today with a left-handed starter. Detroit's really had trouble as compared to a year ago against left-handed starters. Last year Detroit was 25-17. This year 7-14. And that was before they faced Joey Cantillo. All right, Colt Keith digs in. The pitch, and it's a little high, ball 1. 258 batting mark for Colt Keith. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Now the pitch, and he hits one in the air, deep center. Back is Kwan, near the track, on the track, makes the catch in deep center. Colin Holderman works out of it. A leadoff triple, and the Tigers do not score after Dingler's triple. And it's
Dollar Bank is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Only with Dollar Bank can you get a Cleveland Guardians debit card design and Guardians branded checks. And when you use your card at the Guardians team store online or at Progressive Field, you'll get a great deal on the latest officially licensed MLB gear, too. To learn more, visit dollar.bank/baseball. Dollar Bank. Let's get you there.
Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. The perks described herein are subject to change or termination without notice and at the sole discretion of Dollar Bank and or the Cleveland Guardians.
Since day one of your child's life, you've been all hands in. At Cleveland Clinic Children's, we make our patients a very similar promise to be the hands you can trust, no matter what specialty care is needed. As Northeast Ohio's trusted children's hospital, when their health needs a helping hand, put their care in hands you trust. Learn more at clevelandclinicchildrens.org/hands.
Spend your summer Fridays at Progressive Field. The Guards take on the Mariners on June 26th. Start your night with Sugardale Dollar hot dogs and $2 Coors Light before first pitch. Then stick around after the final out for a Phantom Fireworks show presented by Line & Kugel. Get your tickets today at CLEGuardians.com.
Hello, this is Mary at the Department of Rejected Dreams. If you had a dream rejected, IKEA can make it possible.
Hey, I dreamed I'd be ready for college way ahead of time.
And now you're way behind?
Yes, and I have no idea how I'll get it all done on time and in my budget.
Well, luckily, IKEA has everything you need to make it your space on your budget. And with everything ready to take away from our stores with Click and Collect, it's easier than ever.
That's convenient.
Exactly. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however at IKEA.us. IKEA whenever, wherever, however at IKEA.us. IKEA, dream the possibilities.
James Outman now in center field. Matt Vierling moves to right. David Fry, the hitter. And Kyle Finnegan's pitch waved at, strike one. Finnegan got the last out in the fifth. It's a 3-1 game. Cleveland with the lead, bottom of the sixth. David Fry's grounded out, struck out. Right-hander against right-hander. The pitch. And it's low, 1-1. Some day baseball today. They're in the seventh inning in Queens. 2-1 Atlanta on top of the Mets. Mets 14 out of first. The 1-1 up high, ball 2, 2-1. Arizona and the Reds, a 1-1 game in the seventh. Boy, the Reds have tumbled in the last place. And they're 4 games under and 10.5 games behind front-running Milwaukee. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, skied, foul. Third base side, near the Cleveland dugout, playable and caught by the third baseman, How You Lee. So Fry fouling out. Here's Travis Bazzana. A single, a walk, and a run scored. Washington a 5-3 lead over Seattle in the sixth. San Diego beating up Baltimore 6-2 in the sixth. Also, sixth inning, Miami-Pittsburgh 2-2 game. Sixth inning, Boston-Texas 2-2 game. Pitch to Bazzana. And it's in there, a breaking ball strike. 5-0 Dodgers over the Chicago White Sox. And for the Dodgers, a perfect game is being pitched by Yamamoto. Through 5. Bazzana with a towering drive to center. Outman has it measured fairly deep. 2 down. That'll bring up Stuart Fairchild, hit by a pitch on a bunt single. Now the White Sox never lose at home this year. They're unbelievable. 23-11 at home, but perfect game being thrown by Yamamoto. That's your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer scoreboard update. 3-1 Cleveland. Stuart Fairchild takes down and away, ball 1. A 1:40 start tomorrow. What a matchup. Gavin Williams, Casey Mize. Then a 3-city road trip for Cleveland. The 1-0. Down low, 2-0. It starts in Milwaukee, and we'll see. Mizorowski. They're going to have to come up with scoreboards that can indicate as velo. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-1. 104.5 miles per hour last night. 3 in Milwaukee, 3 in Houston, where Yordan Alvarez is tormenting baseball. And then finally, 3 in Chicago against the White Sox, a team Cleveland still hasn't faced. The 2-1 delivery. Swung on, smashed up the middle. Fairchild got a base hit on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. So he's been on base all 3 times. 2 singles hit by a pitch. Here's Austin Hedges 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. 3-1 Cleveland. Runner at first. 2 down, 6th inning. And while Cleveland would like to spread some of these games out and not have every game come down to the 9th inning, they're certainly battle tested. The pitch outside and low, ball 1. Cleveland, in games decided by 1 or 2 runs, they've played more of them than any team in baseball, and Cleveland is 22-18. The pitch swung on, ripped to left, base hit near the line by Hedges. Fairchild makes the turn. He'll hold right there. Fairchild at second, Hedges at first, and Brian Rocchio 0 for 2, bats left-handed. Meanwhile, Detroit cannot find a way to win close games. In games in which it's decided by 1 or 2 runs, the Tigers are 8-23. And that's a massive reason why Detroit is now 9 games out of first with a record of 29-41. Cleveland's been able to find a way to win games that are low scoring or at least closely contested. Detroit has not. Last night, perfect example. Cleveland won a 1-run game, 3-2. Today, Cleveland leads a 2-run game, 3-1. 2 down, 8th inning. Quick visit to the mound by the pitching coach, Chris Fetter. Ryan Rocchio, 0 for 2, batting left-handed. Finnegan's pitch. And he swings and hits a routine grounder to second. Torres dropped to a knee, fields it, gets up, throws him out. We go to the 7th, 3-1 Cleveland. You're listening to the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network. Hunter Gaddis worked a scoreless inning last night. Oh, Lord help us. 3-1, Cleveland with the lead. Gaddis, fastball, slider, changeup. He'll make his 22nd appearance, a win, a loss, a save, a 4.08 ERA. And Hao Yu Lee being lifted for a pinch hitter. This will be Zach McKinstry. left-handed batter. Hunter Gaddis lets it rip. McKinstry bangs it up the middle. It drilled Gaddis in the leg. Rolls to the grass. He picks it up, throws to first. Says, look, it didn't hit me. I know it sounded like it did. It hit my pitcher's glove. Boy, it sounded like it hit him in the leg, but just saw a replay, and fortunately it didn't. McKinstry smoked that ball. So it's the top of the order now, and Gleyber Torres. Torres, 1 for 3, led off the game with a double and scored Detroit's only run. The pitch, and he looks at one just outside a ball. What a job by Colin Holderman. Gave up a leadoff triple in the 6th and shut the Tigers down. Struck out a pair in a scoreless frame. The next delivery to Torres, and it's swung on, fouled out of play to the right. And they count 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, with Hunter Gaddis working the 7th, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the 8th. We know what happens in the 9th. The pitch, and like a hanging changeup up and in, 2-1. Eric Sabrowski's getting very close to going out on a rehab assignment. He'll need at least a couple of outings. The 2-1 pitch, down low, 3-1. That was a mammoth loss. I know, obviously, Aaron Judge was a gigantic loss for the Yankees in those 6 games against Cleveland. But just as big a loss for Cleveland against New York was Eric Sabrowski, that matchup lefty in the late innings. The 3-1 waved at, full count. Yankees beat Cleveland a bunch of times in the late innings when Sabrowski would have been used against guys like Cody Bellinger or Jazz Chisholm. Now the payoff pitch. Way outside, Gaddis walks Torres, first walk in the game. So the tying run to the plate, and Kevin McGonigal 1 for 3 with a single. He's a left-handed batter. What a good-looking player. The pitch, and he takes outside. The changeup today not being thrown for strikes by Hunter Gaddis. Think about Detroit. They've got so much thump, and they've really been slugging in the month of June. They're not out of any game. The 1-0 in there. Month of June, Detroit's averaging 6.5 runs a game. They averaged 3 runs a game in the entire month of May when they were 6-22. Gaddis is ready. Now the 1-1. And McGonigal takes just inside, and a challenge by catcher Austin Hedges. And challenge lost. It stays a ball. In the month of May, when the Tigers were just floundering, they hit 18 home runs with a 309 slug as a team. This month, already 25 homers. Slug 551. The 2-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Appeal at third. No, because we don't have a third base umpire. The umpire is out at second base. The third base umpire, Mike Malinsky, had to leave this game due to being ill, and that was a break right there for Detroit. You didn't have that umpire down the third base line. Nothing you can do about it. Now the 3-1 delivery, and it's swung on, popped up. Third baseman Daniel Schneemann makes the catch. 2 down. Well, this is a game we've lost Mike Malinsky, who got sick, had to leave the game, and Cleveland has lost 3 starters. Chase DeLauder, bruised right rib cage. Angel Martinez, bruised left foot. And we're not sure yet with Jose Ramirez. Here's Matt Vierling, 1 for 3, a single. 3-1 Cleveland, 2 down, 7th inning. Gaddis lets it fly, and the fastball is in there. 96 miles per hour. Tigers don't want to hear about anybody else's injuries. They have had a plethora of injuries all year long. The 0-1 fouled it back, 0-2. And Tarek Skubal, he was throwing 100 miles an hour today. The elbow must be fine. And hopefully it stays that way for Tarek Skubal. And he'll just get sharper and sharper as he makes more starts. It's just almost miraculous that he pitched a game today, 38 days after arthroscopic surgery. I don't care how thin the scope is. That's invasive. Incredible by Tarek Skubal. Now the 0-2 delivery. Up and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tells you what kind of a gamer he is. I mean, he may be looking at $400-500 million contract, and he's trying to get back here and help Detroit win. That's Tarek Skubal in a nutshell. He is a big-time winner. The 1-2 swung on, fouled right side out of play. We'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes on Vierling. 3-1 Cleveland, 7th inning.
And Tom, that's what has to make this so hard for the Tigers right now. He is their heart and soul guy for this team. And if they have to part ways with him, that's going to be a tough loss.
The 1-2 swung on, broken bat, looping liner, caught at second by Travis Bazzana. Vierling retired, and Hunter Gaddis got it done in the 8th inning last night. Gets it done in the 7th inning today. Stretch time at the corner. This is the Cleveland Clinic Radio Network.
Recently, our company's softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later.
Sound familiar, Dale?
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
This is the call of the Australian rubber bird.
Snap! Snap!
This is the call of the Alaskan chili bird.
Jeez, it's cold. Jeez, it's cold. Jeez, it's cold.
And this is the call of the marathon mascot bald eagle, Max.
Hi, it's Max.
Hello.
Did you know you could save up to $1 a gallon with the Marathon Rewards app?
No. Thanks for the call.
Marathon, where fun runs on full.
Available at participating marathon locations. Terms and conditions apply. See marathonrewards.com for details.
Are you ready to join a winning team? Like the Guardians, Swagelok is proud to call Northeast Ohio home. As a leading manufacturer of fluid system solutions, our products can be found all over the world. We are one of the largest employers in the Cleveland area and an award-winning workplace. Discover where stability meets opportunity with a career at Swagelok. We're hiring and invite you to explore open jobs at jobs.swagelok.com. That's jobs.swagelok.com.
Celebrate America's 250th with our limited edition O'Reilly Brake Parts Cleaner. 2 for $8 at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Left-hander Tyler Holton. He'll appear in the bottom of the 7th inning. Zach McKinstry now at short. Kevin McGonigal moves over to third. 3-1 Cleveland. Top of the order, Stephen Kwan hits the first pitch in the air to shallow center. Outman coming in. The center fielder retires Kwan, who's 0 for 3. Here's Jose Ramirez, 1 for 3. He doubled in the third and scored on the Daniel Schneemann 2-run bomb to right center. Really the only mistake. I mean, think of that. Tarek Skubal made one mistake today and it cost him a 2-run homer. Beg your pardon, this isn't Jose Ramirez. It's Kyle Manzardo. Bangs one through the hole, right side base hit. Good what happened to Jose, why he left this game, but he was 1 for 3 with that key double. And first at bat for Kyle Manzardo, and he rips that single to right. And now Daniel Schneemann. Again, Schneemann didn't start this game. He came on when Chase DeLauder got hurt. Left on left. Schneemann hit that 2-run bomb off Tarek Skubal. Then flied out. Almost got nicked by the breaking ball. Holton, in his 31st appearance, a win, 4 losses, a 4.15 ERA. Teams are batting .300 with 4 home runs off of him. Check swing on a curveball strike on the outside corner, 1-1. You wonder if Holton is just running on fumes with the amount of times he's been used in the last 3 years. The pitch checked on a fastball strike, 1-2. This is a guy that has appeared nearly 70 games in each of the last 3 years. He's on pace to do that and more here in 2026. The 1-2. Chopped to first, fielded in front of the bag, fair ball. Torkelson to second, 1, and had plenty of time to double up Schneemann. I don't think Schneemann thought that was fair ball. Well, it's a 3-6-3 twin killer. Innings over. 8th is next. 3-1 Cleveland. Tim Herron is on because this inning there'll be a couple of tough lefties after Dylan Dingler and Riley Green and Kerry Carpenter. 3-1 Cleveland. Tim Herron's done a terrific job in the absence of Eric Sabrowski. Dingler takes outside a ball. Dylan Dingler knocked in Detroit's only run with an RBI single in the first. Had a leadoff triple off the wall and left in the 6th. And was stranded. The pitch, and he sends one foul third base side. And the count of 1-1. Tim Herron, appearance number 31, 0-2, ERA of 3, 10 holds. Hunter Gaddis got his 11th today. The pitch sliced foul outside of first. And the count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dylan Dingler won the Gold Glove last year with the Tigers. It won't be his last one. Now the 1-2. Down in the dirt. Boy, the American League now has 3 tremendous all-around catchers from an offensive and defensive standpoint. obviously Cleveland blessed with maybe the two best defensive catchers in the game. The pitch, got him swinging at a breaking ball down and in. Ball rolls in front of the plate. Hedges had trouble tracking it, finally got it and throws to first to complete the strikeout. There are no two catchers better in the game defensively than Austin Hedges and Patrick Bailey. But then when you think of the thump that guys like Cal Raleigh, Shea Langoliers, and Dylan Dingler have, incredible. Here's Riley Green, 1 for 3, a single. Shadows in the home plate area as Green takes a strike. It only gets tougher from this point forward for the hitters, so for Cleveland, advantageous to be up 3-1 with the Tigers batting in the 8th. The pitch, and it's fouled at the plate, and it's 0-2. When you've got rust to bust, use PB Blaster, Cleveland original since 1957. PB Blaster, always working like a pro. Herron's ready. The pitch outside, 1-2. Three runs, 8 hits Cleveland. 1 run, 7 hits Detroit. The 1-2. Check swing. He went around. Green strikes out. Well, the problem now, when you meet somebody that went to Indiana University and you want to give them a hard time and say, man, not much of a basketball program anymore. Quick comeback from anybody with IU is, yeah, we're a football school. Pretty much ends the debate. Here's Kerry Carpenter. Hit by a pitch is only time up. Takes a strike. Tim Herron played at Indiana. 29th round pick in 2018. He wouldn't even be drafted today. There's only 20 rounds. The 0-1. Check swing foul, 0-2. Boy, Herron right now is making the left-handed hitters, Riley Green and Kerry Carpenter, look very uncomfortable. 2 down, nobody on. 3-1 Cleveland, 8th inning. Herron went to the Rosenbay, gets the sign. Now the set, now the 0-2. Swung on, topped foul, right side. From a good curveball. Hey, see your Northern Ohio Toyota dealers, the new Toyota Tacoma. I-Force Max hybrid engine, Toyota. Let's go places. The pitch. Swung on, ripped into right. That's a good piece of hitting. A curveball down and away. Got away from Fairchild and rolls toward the track, enabling Carpenter to get to second. That'll be a single and an error. Carpenter went down to get a curveball down and away and hooked it into right. And then gets to go to second on the air by Fairchild, who just had that ball bounce off his glove. Tim Herron's day is done. And the Cleveland Guardians manager, Stephen Vogt, says these games are this important that I'll go to my closer to try to get a 4-out save. He doesn't do it often, but Cade Smith is coming on with...
Is your roof protecting your home or putting it at risk? Roof damage often starts small and stays unnoticed until it leads to costly repairs. Spartan Storm Shield, a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians, is offering a free roof analysis covering the 7 most common problem areas. If you want the kind of protection that doesn't leak, the Gold Glove defense in every season, call your local family-owned Spartan Storm Shield. Call 330-SPARTAN to schedule your free roof inspection today. Again, that's 330-772-7826 or visit SpartanStormShield.com.
Your life's on your phone. Your vehicle should be too. When you download the Spitzer VIP app, convenience is #1. View vehicle health. Get important alerts. Schedule service in seconds. Earn reward points. Plus, new vehicles come with complimentary oil changes and a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. It's all trackable in the Spitzer VIP app. From GPS to live chat support, 100% convenience is here 24/7. Download today. Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer. Proud sponsor of the Guardians.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Cade Smith only needed 13 pitches to dispose of Detroit last night to get his 22nd save. He's had 19 consecutive saves. He works in the 8th, runner at second, 2 down, 3-1 Cleveland. Spencer Torkelson cuts and misses, strike 1 at an 85-mile-an-hour slider. Upper 90s fastball slider split from Cade Smith. He checks the runner, comes to the plate, and it's fouled upstairs. One thing about Spencer Torkelson, don't make a mistake, or this game will be tied. He hit a bomb last night to dead center in the 8th. 3-1 Cleveland, 8th inning. The pitch swung on, ripped foul down the right side, 98 miles per hour. Haven't seen the split yet. May see it right here. Hey, the Guardians and PNC Bank are going to bat for small business. PNC Bank, making a difference in the community. Cade Smith is ready. Now the 0-2. Just missed up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Torkelson, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. A couple of different times he's had 30 homers in a year for Detroit. The pitch. And he got him swinging at a split in the dirt. Dug out by Hedges, throws to first to complete the strikeout. So Cade Smith trying for a 4-out save, gets number 1. He'll work the 9th. Right now it's 3-1 Cleveland.
At where hard work pays off and success is earned, not left to chance. Here, you're never on your own. You can chase your dreams. You can change your mind. And if you stumble along the way, try again. There's always room for another comeback story. Opportunity doesn't wait. It works. At Cleveland State, you can. Visit csuohio.edu today. Cleveland State University is a proud partner of the Cleveland Guardians.
Stuck in a dead-end job? Kick your career into high gear through a building trades apprenticeship. Ohio is calling up the next generation of skilled tradespeople across the state. We're hiring electricians, plumber, pipe fitters, iron workers, sheet metal workers, bricklayers, cement masons, boiler makers, roofers, insulators, laborers, elevator constructors, and painters and glazers. Don't miss your shot at big money and full benefits in a construction apprenticeship. Are you ready to build your future? Start your application today at OhioConstructionTrades.com.
Step back in time and celebrate America's pastime at the Baseball Heritage Museum at League Park, the birthplace of Cleveland baseball. Relive legendary moments and discover the history that shaped the game we love. Visit baseballheritagemuseum.org today.
Your life's on your phone. Your vehicle should be too. When you download the Spitzer VIP app, convenience is number 1. View vehicle health. Get important alerts. Schedule service in seconds. Earn reward points. Plus, new vehicles come with complimentary oil changes and a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. It's all trackable in the Spitzer VIP app. From GPS to live chat support, 100% convenience is here 24/7. Download today. Wag more. Spend less at Spitzer. Proud sponsor of the Guardians.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you. World revolves around you.
Well, just off the injured list, the closer for the Tigers getting a little work now is Kenley Jansen. It's a 3-1 ball game. Cleveland's got the lead. We're in the bottom half of inning number 8. Rhys Hoskins 0 for 3. The pitch to him, and he pops it up. This is near home plate. Tigers converge, foul ground, and about 10 feet from home plate, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson, retires Reese Hoskins, who started the day at first. Then Reese, because of all the injuries, had to move out to left field for the first time in 8 years. We still haven't heard why Jose Ramirez left this ballgame after 5 innings. David Fry 0 for 3. Cleveland with a 3-1 lead. Kenley Jansen's pitch swung on, hit towards the seats down the left field line, foul and out of play. Strike one. Kenley Jansen had 7 saves and 11 opportunities before going on the injured list. ERA of 4.80. Jansen near the end of what's been an illustrious career. The 0-1 pitch, and it's waved at. And the count now 0-2. Cleveland, the big hit of the day, Daniel Schneeman's 2-run bomb off Tarek Skubal to right center in the third. Jansen's pitch, and it's strike 3 called, painted the inside corner. David Fry challenges the call. Well, we'll find out, but it looked pretty good from up here, but what do we know? And it is strike 3, and Cleveland's out of challenges. So no challenges left for Cade Smith in the 9th inning. 2 down. Tyler Holton worked a scoreless inning for Detroit. Now Kenley Jansen trying to finish it off. Jansen mostly sinkers, sliders, and cutters. Travis Bazzana, the batter. The pitch, and it's a little low, ball 1. In the 9th, the Tigers slated to have Colt Keith get things going. Then Zach McKinstry and Gleyber Torres. Now the 1-0. Waved at, 1-1 the count. Travis Bazzana today singled and scored, walked and flied out. Kenley Jansen spent 5 years in the minor leagues as a catcher before he transferred to the mound. The 1-1, and it's fouled at the plate, 1-2, and who knows? He's certainly going to be a candidate for the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. And this is a guy now with a shot at 500 saves this year. Now the 1-2. And Bazzana pops one sky high near the Tiger first base dugout and out of play. It's just hard to tell with the writers and what they think of closers. I mean, it took seemingly much too long for Billy Wagner to finally get into the Hall of Fame. Meanwhile, in Chicago, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 6 outs from a perfect game. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Bazzana's out number 3. So Cade Smith 3 outs away from making Cleveland 6-0 against the Tigers here in 26. It's a 3-1 Cleveland. James Outman will bat for the first time today. Took over in center field. 3-1 Cleveland. Ninth inning. Outman pops the first pitch out of play to the left, strike one. David Fry now is in left field. He had been DHing. So if that spot comes up, if this game would ever go extra innings, that means Cleveland would have to either have a pinch hitter or the pitcher hit. Outman takes outside. His second game with the Tigers a couple of days ago. Let go by the Twins. Signed with Detroit. Got his first home run of the year last night. The 1-1 from Smith. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Cade Smith trying to get a 4-out save. Just a dominant pitching performance today, starting with Joey Cantillo and this incredible bullpen. The pitch, wide, 2-2. Joey Cantillo went 5 innings, gave up 1 run. And the bullpen of Colin Holderman, Hunter Gaddis, Tim Herron, and now Cade Smith shutting down Detroit. The pitch just missed outside. Cleveland's out of challenges. That one might have been challenged. 3 runs, 8 hits Cleveland. 1 run, 8 hits Detroit. Payoff pitch to Outman. Strike 3 called. He challenges it. James Outman doesn't agree. We'll see if it's out number 1 or a walk. Tigers win the challenge. It's ball 4. Outman gets aboard with a walk and the tying run to the plate the rest of the inning. Here's Zach McKinstry. 0 for 1. Cleveland's got 1 guy left on the bench, Patrick Bailey. Detroit has 1 guy left on the bench, also a catcher, Jake Rogers. 3-1 Cleveland, 9th inning. Runner on, nobody out. The pitch fouled back. Good swing by McKinstry, who is batting 180. Couple of homers, 10 RBIs. Once again, a white knuckler at the corner of Carnegie and Ontario. The pitch way outside, a ball and a strike. Cade Smith is ready. Here it comes. Splitter down low, didn't go. 2-1, and Cade Smith not as sharp here in the 9th inning. He blew through Detroit last night. Struck out Torkelson to end the 8th today, but struggling with command here in the 9th. Now the 2-1 to McKinstry. Swing and a foul upstairs. Evens the count, 2-2. Cade Smith has converted 19 straight save opportunities dating back to mid-April. Now the 2-2. Fouled it back again. Another splitter. And again, Detroit's got that kind of thump up and down the lineup where they're always one swing away from changing the complexion of a ballgame. The 2-2. Got him swinging. Good fastball away. And that is out number 1, strikeout number 2. Top of the order now, Gleyber Torres. 1 for 3, a double and a walk. He's back after missing a month with an oblique injury. Right-hander against right-hander. Outfield playing him the other way toward right. The pitch. Wow. That'll look like a strike, but again, Cleveland doesn't have challenges remaining, so it's ball 1. Cade Smith, hands chest high, lets it fly. Torres takes a slider strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The set. The delivery. Wow. Again, fastball that looked like a strike. But this is why you have got to have challenges left in the 9th inning. Now the 2-1 pitch. Checked on a slider away. Didn't go. 3-1.
An example of that last night, 8th inning, Austin Hedges had an opportunity to challenge as a hitter, didn't do it, saved it for the 9th inning.
Now the 3-1 delivery to Torres. Swing and a ground ball single into right center. Stopping at second is Outman. Tigers with a tying run at second. The tying runs at first and second. 2 men aboard. 1 down, and now Kevin McGonigal, the rookie, 1 for 4 with a single. And here comes pitching coach Carl Willis. He's probably seen the same thing. Not as sharp as Cade Smith here for the 9th inning. And pretty much a given that he will not be available tomorrow. Today's paid attendance, 32,683. So Carl Willis heads back to the third base dugout. Kevin McGonigal. He does have 4 home runs, but he is much more of a doubles hitter, has 15 of those. Outfield, medium deep, straight away. The pitch, and he caught the outside corner. McGonigal challenges. Detroit's got 2 challenges left, might as well. McGonigal thought it was outside. McGonigal was correct. So 2 challenges this inning go against Cade Smith on strikes that were called, overturned by Tiger challenges. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1. Cleveland now with a precarious 2-run lead. First and second occupied with 1 down. The pitch. Way outside, ball 2, 2-1. And now the pitch count is at 25. And right-hander Sean Armstrong warming in the Cleveland pen. The 2-1 delivery. Fouled upstairs, 2-2. A much more dangerous Tiger club than the one we saw back in May when they were all banged up. Now the 2-2 pitch. Checked on a pitch, down and away, and the string is out. Outman at second, Torres at first. 1 down in the Tiger 9th, 3-1 Cleveland. The payoff pitch. Runners stay, and it's fouled again. What an at-bat by the kid. Man, is he impressive. It'll be at least a 7-pitch at-bat for Kevin McGonigal. He does not look like he is fazed by anything. Now the 3-2. Again, fouled it upstairs. 98 miles per hour. Mano a mano, and McGonigal up to the task. Smith with the 3-2 delivery. Swinging a topper, slowly hit towards short. Glove by Rocchio. Throw, got him. Tigers may challenge. Once that ball, a slow chopper, got by the mound, Rocchio charged it short. It was going to be a close play. The Tigers say, nope, let it stay. But now a base hit ties the game. Tigers at second and third, 2 down. Matt Vierling, the batter. Catcher Austin Hedges back out to the mound. Vierling 1 for 4 with a single. And he bats with the Tigers at second and third, 2 down. 3-1 Cleveland here in the 9th inning. If you're wondering, lifetime, Matt Vierling, 3 for 6 lifetime against Cade Smith. Righty encounter. Smith, pitch number 31 of the day. Swung on, chopped to third, gloved by Schneemann, guns to first, ball game. Guardians win again. They've won another series from Detroit. They're 6-0 against the Tigers, and they win today 3-1.
Medical Mutual knows small businesses are a big deal. That's why they partner with the Council of Smaller Enterprises, better known as COSI, to offer health benefit options for companies with 1 to 50 employees. The COSI benefit plan provides the same great benefits as large corporations, but on a small group budget. Join more than 7,900 small